Hello, good day, everybody. I'm Sir Kevin Asuncion, and this is your Environmental Management Systems class. And today we'll be discussing about the introduction and also the relationship of economics, businesses, and the environment. No, so we're still on the operations management class, and you may check on me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and you can email me through my Gmail. And without much further ado, let's go through our lesson. Okay, so for our unit one, we'll be talking about the introduction to environmental management systems, and as I made mention earlier, we'll be discussing about the relationships between economics, businesses, and the environment. Okay, so our objectives for this unit for the prelim period is at the end of this at the end of the prelim period, no, the students must be able to understand the relevance and significance of the natural environment in business, and students must able to relate economics, environment, and businesses. No, so how did it start, and why it is significant to study environmental management systems? No, especially with you as operations management students. Okay, so our chapter one will talk about what I have been talking about earlier: the economics, commerce, and the environment. So ready? Yeah. Okay. So uh, let us define first what is economics, no, and the relationship of management and the environment in the decision making of businesses, no. So according to Investopedia, no, economics is a social science that is concerned with the production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. It studies how individuals, businesses, governments, and nations make choices about to allocate resources. So these are the keywords: to allocate resources. Economics focuses on the actions of human being based on the assumption that human act with a rational behavior, seeking the most optimal level of benefit or utility. So that's the meaning of economics in Investopedia. No, so how do you relate economics with trade or commerce? So this is in the next slide. So the building blocks of economics are the study or studies of labor and trade. No, let us go back with your economic subject first. That there are different factors of production. And what are those factors of production? Land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur ability. But there's missing there. No? There's something missing there because it only entails your land, which is a natural resource, by the way. No? Labor is a human resource. Your capital is a financial resource. Then you have time as your yun nga yung time resource natin, no? And entrepreneurial abilities, the management capabilities. No, however, where do you get and where do you source? No, where do you source your raw materials, your equipment? No, I'll be telling you this: that everything that we have right now, no, the things around us, even your raw materials, are coming from the environment. So that is the first idea on why we are dealing with the environmental management systems. Everything, our resources are coming from the environment. Your ball pen is coming from a natural resource, no? So though these are some point synthetic, pero still the chemicals used are sourced from the environment. Yung damit mo is sourced from the environment. Pwedeng cotton, no? Pwedeng silk, no? And everything around us, no? Are coming from the environment. Okay? So, to sum it up, no? In economics, in layman's term, economics deals with the demand, supply, and management of resources. Let us just go back, no? let us have a history. Go back to the moment in history where we started to think about managing. Okay? Of course, when you manage, there are resources. And why do you manage? Because there is a limitation to our resources. No? So, lahat ng resources kasali dyan. So, going back to prehistoric times, no? Uh, mas konti ang tao. No? Mas konti ang tao. And then, the earth is very abundant. No? Marami tayong mga resources. Ibig sabihin, lampas-lampas pa, no? Yung meron ang mundo para sa tao, no? Fast forward today, no? Fast forward today, how do we handle with the demand and supply, no? Kung mas marami na ang tao kaysa sa kayang gawin ng ating environment. That's the essential question that we'll be answering now, no? So, how do we manage these resources na hindi naman dumami bagkus mas kumonte, no? And paano supplyan yung unlimited wants and needs ng mga tao, no? So nakikita na natin ngayon how it encompasses, no? Economics, businesses, no? Businesses and ito nga yung environment natin. So natatahinan natin ngayon. Now, when we go back to that everything is abundant, kapag nakukuha mo ang lahat dahil marami naman dyan, no? Libre yung resources, no? We can get our resources for free. Halimbawa, 'di ba, kapag ikaw ay nasa kabukiran, kung ikaw ay nasa kagubatan, if you are hungry, you go out and may baboy ramo, no? And then you go out and merong mga prutas, no? Okay, so that's abundance. And when everything is abundant, it is free, no? As of now, oxygen is still abundant. Pero of course, there are medical grade oxygen tank, no, para dun sa mga talagang gustong merong sakit, no? So that will be a different story. So pwede rin natin pag-usapan in the coming meeting 'yon, no? Now, oxygen is abundant, that's why we don't need to pay for it, no? At the very least, yung hinihinga natin ngayon ay hindi na naman natin binabayaran. It's still abundant. Kung babalikan natin yung history, pupunta ka sa ilog, mangingisda ka, that is free, no? Because there are resources, no? Yun nga, yung baboy ramo, lalabas ka lang, you hunt for it, no? That's how life is easy in the past, no? Habang dumadami tayo, nagkakaroon tayo ng tinatawag na scarcity, no? That's a theory also in economics. Habang tumatanda tayo, dumadami ang population, hindi lang dito sa Pilipinas, actually in the whole world, no? At ang mundo actually ay hindi na kaya mag-generate ng katulad nung bilang nung gene-generate niya dati, dahil of course mas mabilis ang consumption ng tao kesa dun sa pagbilis nung generate, no, nung bagong resources natin, no? So we cannot the environment cannot renew its resources because the wants and needs of people ay dapat mabilis matugunan, no? So kung dati humuhuli ka ng isda, no, nakukuha nilang lumaki, no? Ngayon maliliit pa lang kinakain na because of this scarcity, no? Just take for example, no, yung mga lugar in Canada and United States, no, that yung mga isda na mismo ang nagda-dive sa mga nila, no, sa mga bangka nila because there's abundance of resources there. Sobrang dami, lumalaki yung mga isda, no? And then dito naman sa atin, because we are a developing country at hindi masyadong kagandahan yung ilang mga situations natin in different aspects of our lives, no? Hindi makapag-generate, no, ng although there are policies, environmental policies for that, pero hindi naman natin nagagawa ng tama, no? So those are the reality, no? Why economics is relevant to the businesses and the environment, no? Okay, ulitin ko that when everything is abundant, it's coming from the environment, it's free. Kapag hindi na abundant, there's a scarcity. At kapag merong scarcity, no, we need to manage, we need to make decisions, no? And we need to balance that, no? So dito na papasok si economics, no? How do we handle our resources? No, how do we manage them? No, are we capable of renewing those before na mangailangan ulit yung tao, no? That's the challenge, no? And that involves business, no? Kasi business caters the need for consumption of people. Okay? So let us talk about our let us summarize that idea, no? Okay, let us summarize that idea. Everything is coming from the environment. These are our resources, no? Environment generates our raw materials. In fact, our finished materials are all made up of raw materials, no? Lahat ng ginagamit natin ngayon are sourced from the environment. Kahit plastic pa yan, they're coming from chemicals from the environment. Yung bakal is sourced from our mountains, no, na nakalbo because of mining, no? Again, these are our resources, not coming from our environment. Now, because of the more serious and more numerous number of demand for consumption, no, mas lumiliit na nga, no? Just think about this, no? Okay, please think about this. Yung mundo, no? Ang mundo, no, ay ganito na yung itsura niya dati, no? Pero dahil dumami tayo, no? Dahil dumami tayo, dumami yung sangkatauhan, no? Lumiliit din because of the population and settlements. Yung mga dating mga bundok, yung mga dating mga fields, no, ay nako-convert into, no, subdivisions, into residential areas. That makes us, no, that made us actually, no, or that generated the problem of scarcity. Because again, mas mabilis ang pagdami ng population. It is tantamount on showing that habang dumadami yung population, dumadami yung level of consumption, no? Pero ang mundo hindi naman dumami, bagkus mas lumiit yung resources because na-convert nga, no, yung maraming mga lupa, no, na dapat ay gagamitin to generate, no, our resources. And soon, no, let us relate that to what is happening right now to us, no? Kapag mas konti ang mga punong tinatanim, no, mas konti ang oxygen, and soon, no, bibili na natin ang ating mga hihingahin, no? Yung dating malinis na tubig which is abundant, no? Because of the human settlement at kapabayaan, ignorance, no, of yung mga nagko-consume at saka yung mga inhabitants, no, dumudumi yung tubig. So ngayon, kailangan mo bumili ng malinis na tubig, no? That's another problem that we cost the environment, no? Okay? Tapos mas kumokonti ang na-generate na raw materials, no? Because kung mas marami ang land, mas marami ang pwedeng itanim. One of which, mas marami yung puno at mas marami din yung mga products, no, raw materials, no? But everything is industrialized right now, Yung mga dating fields ginawang mga malls, no? Yung mga dating mga mountains, no, ay kinalbo na, no, for human consumption. That's the hard reality, no? Okay? So that resulted to scarcity dahil nga mas marami na tayo kaysa sa kaya ng environment. And that leads us to economics. Walang economics if there are no scarcity. Kung abundant ang lahat, no? Kung marami naman tayong resources, then what is the point of managing these resources, 'di ba? Pwede kang magsayang, no? Pero of course, no, we need to conserve them. What is in the context is mas marami diyan, no? 'Di ba kapag mas marami kang merong na mas maraming resources ang meron ka, no? Mas marami yung pwede mong magawa, pwede mong makonsume, no? Kasi let's say kung ang mga puno ng mangga, no, ay 10, no? Tapos isa ka lang na tao. That is sobra-sobra. Dati, no? Pero ngayon, it's not the case. Isang puno ng mangga sa 10 tao, ganun, that will be the ratio, no? So, putting that into context, no? Nagbaligtad na yung sitwasyon, no? That's why we need to manage, and that affects the pricing actually, no? Bakit? Kapag mas marami ang demand kaysa supply, kapag abundant yung supply, no? Actually minsan di mo na kailangan bumili, 'di ba? If you are growing mango trees, hindi mo kailangan bumili ng mango fruit, 'di ba? That's one reality. Pero kung walang scarce na ganyan at maraming bumibili at konti lang yung supply, tumataas yung presyo, no? There will be times na ganun yung magiging sitwasyon natin, no? So, in 2030, no? Actually in 2025, no? There's a certain study that Pampanga, no, will be placed into a freshwater crisis, no? As of now, Metro Manila is experiencing that because of the number of households that are there, the inhabitants, and also the pollution that they had caused, no, sa ating mga fresh bodies of fresh water, no? And nalalapit na ang para sa Pampanga. And I hope that we can reverse that projection from the experts, no? Actually, I have learned that from CLTV 36, no, napanood ko sa isang ad nila, no, that is encouraging us to conserve water, no? So that is one of the reality that we need to manage. Affected ang economics because we need scarce resource of water, no, will lead us to import from other areas at mas magiging mahal yung cost of living natin. Now you see, the environment is causing us our managing decisions, no, which is economics, no, and it also affects businesses. And in some point, kung tayo bibili ng tubig, halimbawa yung mga fresh water, no, sample lang, we source our fresh water from Bataan, for example, darating yung time sila naman na mawawalan. Ganun yung nangyayari, no? Ganun yung nangyayari ngayon, no? Okay? So, since it's economics, we are managing the demand and supply. And sabi ko nga, doon nakabase yung most of the pricing decisions na nangyayari sa mga negosyo, no? Pag mas konti ang supply, no, kaysa sa demand, no, ninenegosyo nga yan, no, ginagawang business yan, that is business or trade, no, because of human consumption, no? So that is happening. If marami ang demand, konti ang supply, mas mababa ang presyo at mas maraming makikinabang, no? Kung mataas naman ang presyo, kung marami naman ang demand, konti yung supply, mataas ang presyo. At not everyone can have the access. That means it's scarce. Our resources from that supply is scarce, no? Tingnan niyo yung mga bagay na mahal ngayon. Yung mineral water ay medyo may kamahalan, no? Bakit? The price of the potable water is getting high because there is limited resources of tubig na nalilinis. Of course, that will include the equipment na panglinis, no? But because the fresh water or the potable water na dati ay umiinom tayo sa tubig gripo, no, ay hindi na, no, scarce na, no. Ilan na lang daw yung mga lugar na safe yung inumin tubig mula sa gripo, no. Siguro majority sa inyo hindi na umiinom sa tubig mula sa tubig sa gripo, no, because of the limitation of the safe drinking water, no. So that's the problem, no. And yun nga, dahil nagiging scarce, the businesses, no, are affected by the managing decisions, especially with the price, no. Tulad ng mga minimina, no, like the metals, no, our metals are mined from mountains, at kapag nakalbo na lahat ng mga ng mga bundok, no, wala na ring metals, no. At yung gastos natin, no, from building our house, infrastructures, no, mas tataas din habang nagiging scarce pa yung mga resources natin. Okay? So that's the relationship from the social science aspect of the economics, environment, and the relationship of those, no, in the management perspective, especially in business, no. So the main agenda of this topic is to relate all of those three fields, no, so as we can understand what environmental management systems is. That's it, everybody, and I'll be seeing you on to the next one. Thank you very much for tuning in. God bless.